What's up, guys? This is Oscar with Pickle here. Today, I have Blake Renaud, if I'm pronouncing your last name correctly. She is the founder of Pickleplay.
Yes, well done. Most people do not get our last name correct. So you are right. It's Renaud. It's a fancy way to say it, but you know what? Most of the time people just say Reno.
Reno. Oh, okay. Awesome. How do you say it?
We say Reno, but I think the proper French way is Renaud. So
Okay.
We accept either.
All right, Blake. So I guess let's get into it. So first question. How did pickleball get into your life?
Yeah, that's a great question. Sometimes we're like, how did we get here? And who would have thought, right? And a lot of people in the sport, I think, are in the same boat. But really, my husband's business partner had been playing since PE in high school, I think. And we kind of would tease him a little bit, but he's one of the better players in Iowa and would travel a lot to play. And we're like, pickleball, who plays that? But he talked my husband into playing and teaching him how to play, and he loved it. Then my husband Alex was like, hey, you got to learn how to play this. It's really fun. So then I learned how to play, and then we taught our little kids at the time a few years ago how to play, and rest is history.
Where are you guys based out of?
We are in Iowa, right in the middle of the country, right in the middle of the state. So, but we're really thankful. We actually have some really nice dedicated courts right in our own community. And 8 courts, and they're building 8 more dedicated courts. So it's a great place to live in the Midwest if you like pickleball.
Okay, cool. So it's a hot spot in the Midwest for pickleball then.
Yeah. Yep.
So when did you start the app?
So we had the idea. So right when about 4 years ago, when we learned how to play, we quickly realized we kind of had another business adventure that I was going to be doing, but started playing pickleball and realized there's a huge need for a really good mobile app for pickleball. So really it came from us getting into the sport and not knowing really, other than our own courts right in our town, like where else can you play pickleball? Like, what are your options? What facilities offer it? What public parks? Where do you even play? And so we knew that there was a need for helping people find pickleball. And then we realized, who do you play with? You know, the factor of how do you find other people in your skill level? How do you connect with other players? Are there any like clubs or groups or communities that play? All these questions kept running through our mind as we started playing pickleball. And we decided that we would try to build a mobile app that could solve some of these problems that we were experiencing. So we got right to it and started doing surveys and talking to people, and rest is history.
Okay, cool. So I guess to touch again on that. So like, what are the features exactly of the app so that you can explain it here to the audience?
Yeah. So we help people find pickleball. So whether that's finding a court, getting driving directions, you can give courts reviews, similar to like a Google review, to help other players know a little bit about the court, what to expect, maybe when the best times to play are, when is a good time to be there. You can find players. So if you search our map screen, it'll pull in all the players on Pickleplay in that area. And then you can privately message players and connect with them that way as well. And you can post your club or group to Pickleplay. And your basic contact information. So people maybe new to the sport can find or reach out, or if they're traveling in your community, could reach out and request to play. So finding pickleball on our map screen is huge. Again, we're pulling in not just courts, but players and clubs and public events as well. We have really grown our club or group section. So we've been investing heavily in development for community clubs, organizations, private friend groups, small rec centers that need help organizing their play. Because I don't know what your journey is in pickleball, but once you start playing or have your friend group or your community group, pretty soon, like, your text message threads blow up, and your group me's and your WhatsApps and your Facebooks and your email, like, it's overwhelming. You can have like 7 or 8 different resources. And really, we're like, people need to know when and where to play and have the option to communicate with each other. So we've built a club or group portal just for that, again, for like private groups or local communities. And we're really excited. There are a ton of features on that. So obviously helping people find your club or group, but adding your members, having a group chat feed, posting your play schedules. You can track attendance. There's waitlist features. You can even collect payment if you do small events that you need to charge for.
Really? Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, because I mean, yeah, just like you were mentioning, right? Like I have like, I guess like friends here and there that, and they each use like, I guess like different platforms, right? Like some of them use like WhatsApp, some of them use like GroupMe. So it's so cool to have all that stuff in, it'll be so cool to have that, all that stuff in one app, which you offered in the app, right? So
yeah. So that's what we're trying to do, is educate people now. We're continuing to build additional resources for our clubs and groups, but it is free. Our app is an optional upgrade. People can choose to upgrade to unlock some additional features for $1.99 per month or $20 a year, which really just helps us continue to develop and invest in what we've built, as app development is super expensive.
yeah.
It's free, so we don't make anyone upgrade. It's completely optional. You'll get a pop-up, but you can click out of it if that's not something that you want to do. So we offer all of these resources literally for free on Pickleplay. And yeah, even my own private group of friends, my ladies group that I play with, we have a little private group on Pickleplay. And then we have clubs with 200 members that use it for their play organizing and more. So
Oh, that's definitely something's really beneficial, like the group stuff that you mentioned. Like, yeah, I think that will be like my favorite feature of the app, I think.
Yeah, we'll have to convert your friend group.
So you mentioned also that you have like the upgrade, right? It's called like Pickleplay Pro.
Yeah. Yep.
So what extra stuff do you get when you sign up for that?
Yeah, so we're continuing to build our pro subscription. So right now it unlocks a handful of features. So it's going to remove ads from the platform. So we partner with a few advertising partners. We also on that, the pro subscription has a feature if you're a part of a club or group and you want to add your play schedule like to your phone calendar. So a lot of people will say, okay, we're playing Wednesday night at 5 and you can RSVP that you're going, but then you can actually add that to your phone calendar so you don't forget. You make sure it's on your work calendar or whatever. You can unlock a monthly message from Tyson McGuffin. So that's pretty cool. We're partnered with Tyson. And yeah, he gives a little pro tip. We've asked him a handful of common questions on how people can improve their game. And you can unlock one message from him per month. And then really, we just are very honest with people and say, hey, if you like the app and love it and it's worth the $2 a month for you, we'd love you to upgrade, because we're investing heavily in developing it. So we would love just the support from whoever enjoys our product.
Cool. Yeah, definitely. I'll probably sign up for the Pickleplay Pro.
Yeah, well, thank you. We have more features coming throughout the year too for the pro subscribers. So stay tuned. In the next couple of months, we'll be releasing another feature. Okay,
you guys hear it. So another thing that I wanted to ask, I guess maybe you have this data or no, but what state do you see like the most pickleball courts in the US?
Yeah, I forgot to be honest, I forgot to look up the statistics before we hopped on this call, but obviously Florida is a huge state for us. We have a lot of users in Florida, a lot of courts on our map screen. Of course, California, quite a few players use our app in California, and we have a lot of courts there. Your typical hot spots, as you guys know, Arizona is huge for pickleball. We have a ton of courts in Arizona as well. But what's really neat about Pickleplay is our app works worldwide. So we have courts, we keep adding them as soon as we find out about them, but our users can add them as well. And we have courts in the UK and Portugal and Spain and Mexico and other places, Canada. So we're really helping players, if you're traveling, you can check out the Pickleplay app wherever you go. So
yeah, I didn't know about that. I didn't know that you guys went internationally.
Yep.
I guess I didn't do my research well.
That's okay. It's coded in English, but works around the world. And we work with a couple players in other countries too, to help make sure we have accurate information and things on our app.
Cool, cool. All right. More so, if you are somewhere outside of the US, you can still use it. So
yeah, yep.
So I recently had an interview with Louis Laville, and he mentioned that he's sponsored by you guys.
Yeah.
So how did that connection happen?
You know, Louis is awesome. So we actually found him on the app. So I don't remember how it happened. Maybe he would remember, but a couple years ago we launched our app and we're like, oh my goodness, we have a user in the UK. Like, how cool is that?
So
and
he was like the first user in the UK.
So he actually just used our app. Yeah, he was on our app before we decided to sponsor him, which was also obviously a factor in us wanting to work with him because he was already a Pickleplay user. So yeah, so we reached out to him. He was the #1 player in England and wanted to say, hey, our app works worldwide. Would you help us grow? And we've had a lot of people, you know, it's just getting going, obviously growing quickly in other countries as well, but really use Louis' help with connecting with high-level players if people are over there looking to play, helping other players in the community find courts. A lot of courts over there are on badminton courts and just yeah, so if you search our map screen, you'll see all the options to play, all the locations over there, and that's been a great fun partnership. And we even yeah, we have a team that he's a team captain of for their league that they're doing over there. So we have a little Pickleplay team over there, and so that's pretty fun too. So
oh my god, yeah, so cool. Yeah,
Premier Pickleball League. Franklin sponsors that, and Louis is our team captain. So
that's so cool. I didn't know like you guys had a team there. Yeah, I talked to him about like the league that they're doing there, but wow, yeah, awesome that you guys had have a team there.
yeah, it's been fun.
So I think you already know a couple things that are coming up in the future, but so yeah, any special things coming to the app in the near future that you want to talk about?
Yeah. Oh man, we have a large roadmap and a big remainder of 2023. So without leaking too many details, we are continually talking to the clubs and groups that are using Pickleplay for their everyday scheduling and fine-tuning, adding a few features just to make that process great for them. So we're adding additional little minor features here and there for clubs and groups, but we're also going to be having some basic ladder league functionality coming in the future. So we're excited about that. We're a couple months out from releasing that, but if you have your club or group on Pickleplay, you can not only have your group chat feed, organize your play schedule, but you'll be able to run some basic small events through our platform. So it's going to be awesome.
So when you mention clubs and stuff like that, that means like you work with venues directly?
So, you know, pickleball is so interesting, and this gets brought up a lot. There's, you know, your facility clubs and then your community groups that are called like pickleball clubs.
Exactly.
So we don't have full out court reservation software. So typically if you're a large facility, at least right now, we don't have like really large advanced software, but it's more for the small rec centers or small clubs or groups or places that have, you know, maybe a smaller amount of courts that they need to manage, because we do payment collection and you can post pay to play times, which smaller facilities are doing. But really it's a lot of the community-based groups or rec centers, YMCAs, public places that use public courts but still need to organize their group, and a lot more of the private friend groups, maybe advanced player groups or ladies groups, men's groups, things like that.
Awesome. Yeah, that's exciting that you guys are doing that for sure. But yeah, thank you so much, Blake. That was really helpful, and hopefully that's helpful for everybody here listening to us. And yeah, like I said, thanks for giving me the opportunity to do this interview, and looking forward to meeting you in person soon. So
that would be so great. Thank you for letting me come on and share our story with developing the Pickleplay app. And yeah, it's available on Android or iOS, and we also have a web portal for our clubs and groups. So would love to have people check out, or can reach out to me at info@pickleplay.com, and one of us is happy to connect with you.
Awesome. All right, you guys hear from Blake. All right, Thank you so much,
Thank
Blake.
you. Thank you. Take care.
Have a great rest of your day.
Yep, you
Bye.
too. Bye.